all you cool cats, this is Mina with a new series called Steins Gate, obviously if you're looking at the title. I think the first thing we need to do is we need to discuss how much do I know about Steins Gate, and the answer is not much. The only thing I know is that there's an anime for it, and that this is a visual novel, and I think I may have seen what the main protagonist is in the anime, maybe, like on, like, cause I have a Crunchyroll, a VRV account or whatever, and I'm pretty sure I've seen like some dude who looks kind of scruffy in a white lab coat, and I don't know if that has anything to do with the Steins Gate here that we're going to be playing. I have no idea what to expect from the game, but I do know that it's very, very good, and it came highly recommended a while back. Yeah, okay, so that guy. I've seen this guy right here, Okabe, and I think that's the only character I've ever seen. So I guess maybe the anime does have something to do with the game, or I don't know if the game came first or if the anime came first. As you can tell, I've done no research. So if you're wondering to yourself, how blind is this run? It's pretty dang blind. Oh, the other thing is if you are a fan of the podcast I'm on, Picking Up the Pixels, you would know that the host, Boston, has played this game, maybe even seen the anime. He's brought it up before in the past, but if he ever tried talking about it, I may have, like, kind of tuned him out a bit, just so that way I didn't really listen to what happened. But I think he did a good job of not really saying anything outside of Steins Gate is really good. Alright, so there wasn't a lot to take out of this intro cutscene. I've been talking over it, but it just looks like it was just showing me a bunch of characters who I don't remember even the name of the main character who passed by the screen. Okay, my cursor is gone, and we can get started as soon as I check out the config. Skip release at phone trigger. What is even those words? Tips information, sure. I think we're good. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit start and see where we go from here. Everything is coincidence. But even coincidence is part of fate's design. I'm not losing it. I'm perfectly sane. What I speak now is the absolute truth, not some childish fantasy. No matter how trivial something may seem, it has the potential to shape the future. Have you heard of the butterfly effect? If not, look it up. Then you'll understand how careful you must be. Unfortunately, I didn't understand. I had realized how dangerous my actions were. Then I wouldn't have lost her. The future wouldn't have turned out like this. But how could I have known? How could I have known that by pressing that button, I would decide the fate of all mankind? Just think about it. The average human perceives just 1% of his environment. We're not nearly as clever as we like to think. We go about our lives oblivious to a million different things that happen around us every day. Even when something catches our eye, our brain forgets it in a moment later. I want to tell me back then, don't do anything careless. Don't do anything rash. Don't pretend you didn't see that. Pay more attention. The hand of conspiracy was always closer than you thought. Just waiting for the right moment to strike. Well, that was a... that was really crazy. The universe has a beginning, but it has no end. Infinite planner and... Okay, this is a... Duh. Stars do have a beginning, but are by their own power destroyed. History teaches that those who hold wisdom are often the most foolish. The fish in the sea knows not the land. If they too hold wisdom, they too will be destroyed. It is more ridiculous for man to exceed light speed than for fish to live ashore. This may also be called God's final warning to those who rebel. Well, this game is just speeding along and I don't have time to like calmly think about this, and I'm scared to hit escape in case that's not a pause and that just jumps the story. Oh good, we finally have a moment for me to stop and think. So what's crazy is the game really pushed pretty hardcore that making mistakes is probably going to happen, but also that one needs to be very careful and very observant. Like it's encouraging me strongly to think about what's happening. I'm pretty excited already because now it's raised my expectations pretty high. Anyways, the other thing is I'm sorry if I'm talking over the Japanese voiceovers and that bothers you because you enjoy the Japanese voiceovers, but I also like to do something nice because I do have a couple of fans out there who are visually impaired. Surprisingly enough, they listen to my games on their headsets and they actually enjoy that. So I'm sorry that if it bothers you, this is probably not going to be the Let's Play for you because I do voice the characters. Anyways, this sounded like a girl, so... Hey, what are you mumbling about? There's no sound from the phone against my right ear, only silence. I am baking in the summer sun. Sweat slowly slides down my chin and drips onto the asphalt. Okarin, after Okarin. A girl is standing in front of me. She calls my name with an inquisitive tilt of her head. We're about to infiltrate deep into enemy territory, yet despite the imminent risk of death, there's no hint of tension in her innocent childlike features. I cover my phone's mouthpiece and turn to the girl with an index finger to my lips. You talking to someone? I nod and I put my phone back to my ear. Still no sound from the other side. My contact is wise to maintain silence. The whole area could be bugged. Okay, is Rintaro the character I'm playing as? No, I was just talking to someone. Everything's fine. I'm about to infiltrate the assembly hall. Still no reply. Looks like they just want my report. It's too dangerous to waste time talking here anyway.
Dr. Nakabachiは抜けかけました。たっぷりとその考えについて聞かせてもらうつもりさ。
Yeah, Dr. Nakabachi got the jump on us, but I'll make sure he tells us everything. What? The organization is already on the move? I open my eyes wide to match my shocked tone. The girl turns toward me in surprise. I sigh, shaking my head as I rub my temples. See. So that's the choice of Steins Gate. Elside Kongro. What is that? I speak the parting words, then pocket my cell phone. Steins Gate. Some know it as fate. To others, it is the will of God. You could count on one hand the people in this world aware of its true nature. In any case, we should begin the infiltration. I advanced towards Radikan, which is just across the street from the train station. Of course, this is enemy territory. I can't just stride through the front door like an average person. I bypass the elevators and escalators and head to the 8th floor by the stairwell. What is going on? But I only make it to the 7th floor before I have to stop and rest. Who is that on the phone? The girl, Shina Mayuri, immediately resumes our conversation. She followed me all the way here, and she isn't even short of breath. I, on the other hand, am gasping for air with my hands on my knees. Who would have thought an 8-story building would be so tall? I turn to Mayuri while wiping the sweat off my brow. If I told you, I'd have to kill you. Oh wow! Thanks, Okarin! Mayuri smiles happily and doesn't pry any further. As always, she's quick to understand my position. I'm mystified as to if something serious is actually happening right now, or if this is like silliness. I'm caught between, I don't know which one this is. We've known each other since we were both little. Mayuri is 16, 2 years younger than me, so she's more like a little sister than a typical childhood friend. I've been looking out for her as long as I can remember. I used to hope that Mayuri might become the key to Steins Gate, but now I've reconsidered. I don't want that terrible fate for her. She should live a normal life. That is my present wish. We continue to the 8th floor and enter the assembly hall. In front of us stands a cheap-looking stage with a podium and a sign reading Dr. Nakabachi's Time Machine Press Conference. Okarin! Mayuri insists on calling me Okarin, but it's neither my real name nor my code name. It's just one of those annoying nicknames people use.
Mayuri, いつも言っているだろう。俺のことをオカリンと呼ぶなと。
How many times do I have to tell you? Don't call me Okarin.
でも昔からそう呼んでたよ。
Huh? But I've always called you that.
それは昔の話だ。今の俺は法院京馬。世界中の秘密組織から狙われる狂気のマッドサイエンティストだ。
That was then. I have since become Hyuin Kyoma, the insane mad scientist hunted by secret organizations the world over.
だって難しくて覚えられないし。
But that's too hard to remember. Got a new tip. True name. In any case, Hyuin Kyoma is my true name.
それに岡部倫太郎と一文字も合ってないよ。おかしいね。
And besides, it doesn't even sound like Okabe Rintaro. You're weird. Cease your foolish laughter. Okabe Rintaro may be my real name, but I have rejected it, for it is stupid. And so I also hate the derivative Okarin. Come on, it sounds like that elf boy's blue pipe thing.
でね、オカリン、教えてほしいんだけど。
Oh, he's talking about an ocarina? Okay, I got it. I had a moment of like, what is he talking about? Obviously, that was a Zelda reference. Okay. So, Okarin, can I ask you something? In one ear and out the other. She's been calling me that for 5 years now, so maybe it's time to give up.
これからここで何が始まるの？
What are we doing here?
お前はそれも知らずここまで俺についてきたというのか。
Wait, you followed me here without knowing why?
うん。
Mm-hmm. She nods without dropping her smile.
これからここで始まるのはドクター中鉢の記者会見だ。
We're here for Dr. Nakabachi's press conference. We're standing in the assembly hall on the 8th floor of Radikan. It is here that the conference will be held. Dr. Nakabachi is an inventor. He appears on TV from time to time and has a few patents under his belt, but mostly he is treated as a curiosity.
記者会見？でも記者さんなんて見当たらない気がするよ。
Press conference, but where are the reporters? Mayuri's right. I've scanned the entire hall, but there's no one who looks like a reputable reporter or cameraman. There are only about 10 of us standing in the hall, including me. Considering Nakabachi's moderate media presence and the fact that he claims to have invented a time machine, I would have expected more. Yeah, no doubt. If you claim to have created a time machine, I would have thought that the entire room would be packed.
あるいは機関による何らかの妨害を受けたのかもしれないな。
Could this be the organization working its twisted influence? I twist my lips into a sneer. I thought that Nakabachi was like me, a scientist fighting to overthrow the organization. But this press conference suggests other motives at work. Our enemies won't miss the chance.
巻き込まれるのは勘弁だがな。
I'd prefer not to get wrapped up in his mess. Nevertheless, I'm interested in what he has to say. That's why I'm here, blowing an afternoon of my precious summer holiday. Mayuri ponders my utterance for a while before finally turning her head.
巻き巻きトカゲ？それを言うならエリ巻きトカゲだね。
You wrapped something? Is it his birthday too? I let out a sigh. Mayuri is known not only to make bad jokes, but to laugh at them too. She's always been special.
マユリ、気をつけろ。おそらくこの記者会見、何らかの事件が起き。
Keep your guard up, Mayuri. I suspect this won't be a normal conference. I didn't even finish my sentence. Got a new tip, electromagnetic wave. Are we under attack? Are they trying to fry our brains with electromagnetic waves? Dust falls from the ceiling as the floor shakes. We're definitely under attack. It's coming from above, but we're on the top floor. All that's above us is the roof.
地震かな？震度 2？ マグニチュード 2？ 震度とマグニチュードってどう違うんだっけ？
An earthquake? Is it magnitude 2? What does magnitude mean again? No time to deal with Mayuri's confusion. Something's not right about this. I bolt out of the conference hall and run up the stairs to the roof, ignoring the no trespassing signs in the way. The door is open. Upon closer inspection, I realize the lock has been broken. I open the door and see a billowing cloud of black smoke. There's some kind of phosphorescent dust sparkling in the air. An explosion! I can't believe it. Was there really an explosion? Oops, didn't mean to click that. What did I just click though? Load, save, quick save. Shoot, quick save. Tips list. Okay, so here are the tips that have been going across the screen. That's interesting. What is config, full screen, help, title menu, close menu, exit game. Okay. Well, that explains some stuff. Anyways, moving on. My heart is racing. Damn, I don't know what to do. Should I run away? Why an explosion? Terrorists? Well, that doesn't fit. I mean, how do you explain that? What the... A strange machine is sitting in the middle of the roof. It's huge, maybe 3 meters tall, and looks kind of like a satellite. Did that thing cause the shaking just now? Is this a time machine? Who put it here? Was it Dr. Nakabachi? Is this part of his presentation? Impossible. Even if that were the case, how the hell would he get it up here? My head is bursting with questions. As I search for the courage to approach the machine, a throng of reporters and building staff bursts onto the rooftop. They look just as confused as I am. Please stay back, everybody! And then a woman who I assume is a staff member appears to wave us back. The press conference will proceed as scheduled. Is she trying to hide something? Her response was unusually quick, almost like she's trying to keep me away from that device. I've got a nose for conspiracies, and this stinks of a cover-up. What are they hiding? What was that explosion? I want to know, but I shouldn't risk getting any closer. I turn and leave. But not because I'm scared or anything like that. Staff members lead us all back to the 8th floor. Mayuri is nowhere to be seen. She's not in the event hall either. I find her on the 7th floor. New tip. Capsule toy. Several capsule toy machines are lined up next to a plate reading Birthplace of the Japanese PC. She's gazing upon them with a wistful look. I breathe a sigh of relief, then take out my phone. It's me. I've got a bad feeling about this. Something's happening, and I have no idea what it is. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I won't do anything to jeopardize the mission. Outside Congo. After I speak the words and hang up, I'm able to wipe the sweat from my forehead. My sweat is cold. Half of me hopes something will happen, the other half fears the same thing. I put away my phone and look back at Mayuri. She's still staring at those capsule toys. She doesn't seem to be worried about the explosion at all. I can't decide if she's level-headed or just airheaded.
Mayuri,
what are you doing? Well, I really want an Upa. Just as I thought. Mayuri points to the capsule machine. The sign on the front says Rainet Kakeru 3D Character Doll Series. Rainet Kakeru is a popular anime series with its own card game spin-off, Rainet Access Battlers. They even hold international tournaments. Upa is the series' mascot character. It resembles an elliptical egg with limbs sticking out, like some kind of deformed dog. It's what they call an ugly cute character. High school girls find these creatures adorable for some reason. Last year, an ugly frog character was the rage. Its name escapes me, though. Then go for it. I can't guarantee you'll get an Upa, though. Mayuri gives me a troubled smile. But Mayushi's all out of 100 yen coins. Mayushi is what Mayuri calls herself sometimes. According to her, it's supposed to have a star at the end. Mayushi star. Who really cares? So, can I borrow 100 yen, please? She holds her hands out with a look like a begging puppy. Looks like she was planning this from the very beginning. Well, at least she didn't say gimme. Do you think it's that easy, Mayuri? You'll get no money from me. Instead, I'll show you just how harsh life really is. I pull out a 100 yen coin, set it into the machine slot, and spin the lever. I open the capsule and take out the contents. Mayuri leans in forward eagerly to see what I got. It's an Upa, and it's metal! A metal Upa!
それはレアなのか？
Is it rare?
すごく
Super rare! While I examine the metal Upa, a boy who was watching us tries his luck on the same Rhinet machine.
あ、普通のウーパだ。
Aw, a normal Upa. He looks at my metal Upa in resentment. I turn to see Mayuri's sparkling eyes also fixed on the Upa. Hey, high school girl, you're acting like a little kid.
ではマユリにくれてやろう。
I give this creature of metal to you, Mayuri. Honestly, I don't want it.
本当？いいの？オカリン。
Really? Are you sure, Okarin?
法院京馬だ。
The name's Hyoin Kyoma.
ありがとう、オカリン。
Thank you, Okarin. Is she doing it on purpose? Oh, obviously she's doing it on purpose.
本日はドクター中鉢によるタイムマシン発明成功記念会見にお集まりいただき誠にありがとうございます。
Thank you all for coming to Dr. Nakabachi's Time Machine press conference. I hear the announcement from the floor above.
どうやら始まるようだな。
Sounds like they're starting. I head to the stairs, but Mayuri doesn't follow.
行くぞ、マユリ。
Let's go, Mayuri.
あー、待って待って。名前書かなくちゃ。
Just a sec, I gotta write my name. She's preoccupied with the metal Upa. I go on ahead.
それでは早速登場していただきましょう。発明家ドクター中鉢さんです。皆さん盛大な拍手でお迎えください。
Without further ado, I am pleased to introduce the inventor, Dr. Nakabachi. Please welcome him with a big round of applause. It sounds like two people clapping. Dr. Nakabachi enters to sparse applause. He walks up to the podium. He's already wearing a frown. For some reason, I can feel his irritation from here.
ドクター中鉢だ。どうぞよろしく。
I am Dr. Nakabachi. Thank you all for coming. Nakabachi takes the microphone and begins to speak, his voice brimming with confidence.
それではここに集まってもらった諸君だけに人類史に残る世紀の大発明タイムマシンについての理論をお教えしよう。
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to begin with my theory of time travel, the greatest scientific breakthrough of the century.
タイムマシン？あの人が作ったの？
Did he really build a time machine? Mayuri appears after writing her name on the metal Upa. She's a bit late in more ways than one. What did she think a time machine presentation would be about? I take another look around the room. There are about 20 people now, including us, but still no media presence to speak of. So this is the extent of Dr. Nakabachi's fame. No one believes that he invented a time machine. I was interested in what he had to say, true, but my expectations were no higher than the rest of the onlookers. And a good thing they weren't. As he proceeds to explain his time machine design, my curiosity quickly turns to disappointment then anger. I'm not going to scream doctor, but... My roar silences Nakabachi and draws the eye of every person in the room. Do you take us for fools?
なんだね。
Who the hell are you?
俺が誰なのかはどうでもいい。
Who the hell am I?
今あなたが語ったタイムマシンの理論は一体何だ？
Someone who knows you for a fraud, that's who.
ジョン・タイターのパクリではないか。あなたはそれでも発明家か？
You stole your theory from John Titor, and you call yourself an inventor?
誰かその男をつまみ出せ。
Someone throw this man out.
出ていくのはあなただ、ドクター。恥を知れ。金輪際、あなたには発明家を名乗る資格はないぞ。
You're the one we should throw out, Doctor. Have you no shame? You have no right to call yourself an inventor.
うるさい、黙れ。生意気な若造め。
Shut your mouth, you little pest. Just then, somebody grabs my arm from behind. quite convinced it's an official here to throw me out. I turn around to glare him down. And hand me you, huh? It's a girl about my age. Her intense stare seems to challenge me. I take a step back. Her face looks somehow familiar. Where have I seen her before?
Oh.
Ah. We haven't met, but I know her face. It's Makise Kurisu. Kurisu? Makise. I hope I said that right. Makise Kurisu. If I said it wrong, I'll figure it out later. I'm sorry. A few days ago, my friend Daru showed me a magazine article titled Girl Genius Gives Lecture in Akihabara. The article was about a 17-year-old girl who had just graduated from an American university. Her thesis was even published in a major scientific journal. Girl Genius, Makise Kurisu. I recognized the stubborn-looking girl from her photograph. She's even wearing the same exact scowl. What business could a genius have here with me? She takes a quick look around the room, then turns back to me with a stern expression. Could you come with me for a moment? What's with that attitude? She's obviously not staff, and there's no way that the Makise Kurisu would be working with someone like Dr. Nakabachi. Which means, no! You're with the organization. Huh? If their tendrils have gotten this far, then I've made a grave mistake. Stop fooling around and come with me. My outburst has already attracted too much attention. Nakabachi, in particular, looks like he wants to rip my head off. It must be mortifying to be exposed as a fraud by a bright young man like myself. Anyway, I mustn't draw any more attention to myself. If the organization gets wind of my presence here, it could endanger Mayuri, to say nothing of these ignorant civilians. I let Makise Kurisu lead me out of the assembly hall.
ここで俺に何かすれば人目につくぞ。そうなれば貴様もいろいろまずいだろう。
Try anything and people are sure to notice. What will your superiors say then?
何かって何ですか？人聞きの悪い。
What are you talking about? She glares at me quite fiercely at that. Attractive though she may be, there is no innocence in her eyes. A beautiful agent, unmatched in cruelty. My heart beats in exhilaration from the danger. Looks like chaos really does get my blood pumping.
私はあなたに聞きたいことがあるだけです。
I just need to ask you something.
それに答える義理はない。機関のやり方は分かっている。
What makes you think I'll answer? I know how the organization operates.
だから機関って？
What's with this organization stuff? Instead of answering, I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。機関のエージェントに捕まった。ああ、マキセ・クリスだ。あの女には気をつけろ。いや、問題ない。ここはなんとか切り抜け。
I can't tell if the main character is crazy, or if he's like delusional, or if this is legit. I'm torn between three things. It's me. I've been caught by an organization agent. Yes, it's Makise Kurisu. She is a dangerous one. No, it's fine. I'll find a way to... Kurisu suddenly snatches the phone from my hand. What skill? I didn't have time to react.
何をする?
What are you doing?
あれ？この携帯電源切れてる。
Huh? Your phone's off.
誰と話していたんですか？
Who are you talking to? Her eyes pierce deep into my soul. I quickly look away. She's good. Is she trying to attack my sense of identity in order to cause a mental break? Recover. This isn't enough to sway me.
貴様に答える義理はないが一応教えてやろう。それは俺以外が触ると自動的に電源がオフになる特別製の携帯なのだ。うわ
Okay, I think he might be delusional. Check with me later back on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Your techniques don't work on me, but I'll tell you anyway. That's no ordinary phone. It's designed to deactivate the moment it leaves my hand. Such measures are necessary to maintain secrecy. I know things that could get me killed. I quickly retrieved my phone and wiped the cold sweat off my forehead. Whew, that was close. So you talk to yourself. This is bad. Ordinary methods don't work on Makise Kurisu, the genius girl. On the contrary, she's the one psyching me out. Damn, looks like I'll have to make a tactical retreat. If I can just find an opening. Suddenly, Kurisu steps up to me with a serious expression. She stares right at me, her huge eyes blazing with strength of will. Such fire. I can't look away. Could someone with such pure eyes really be an organization agent? What were you trying to tell me earlier? Earlier?
さっきとはいつのことだ。
What are you talking about?
ほんの15分くらい前、会見が始まる前に。
About 15 minutes ago, before the conference started. Nonsense, this is the first time we've met. I was with Mayuri and that Upa toy 15 minutes ago.
私に何か言おうとしましたよね。すごく悲しそうな顔をした。
You were trying to tell me something, right? You looked really upset. Is this a trap? It does seem like one of the organization's dirty tricks. But would this girl really do something that underhanded?
まるで今にも泣き出しそうで、それにすごく辛そうでした。
You looked like you were going to start crying any second.
どうして？私、前にあなたと会ったことありますか？
Why? Have we met before? She seems sincere. That makes her even more suspicious. That's right, don't let her beauty fool you. She's a cold, calculating secret agent. If I show the slightest vulnerability, I'm done for.
そういえば、なんで私の名前知ってるんです？
How do you know my name?
俺は全てお見通しなの。
My knowledge has no limits. I'm a mad scientist after all.
天才少女。次会うときは敵同士だな。
Genius girl, our next meeting shall be as enemies. Huh?
さらばだ。うわ
Farewell. I spin around and take off down the stairs, ignoring her call to stop, like I'd listened to the enemy.
期間目。あれほどのエージェントを送り込んでくるとは、ついに本気になったようだな。
Damn the organization. They must be serious if they're sending in agents like her. I run all the way down to the 4th floor and check behind me. Once I'm convinced Makise Kurisu's not tailing me, I sigh while rubbing my temples.
だが、俺はまだ奴らに捕まるわけにはいかんのだ。
But I can't let them capture me yet. Well then, what do I do now? My mission was to attend the conference and evaluate Dr. Nakabachi's research. Now that I know that he's a fraud, there's no real point in going back. Guess I'll just go home. But wait, aren't I forgetting something important? Are we forgetting Mayuri? Let's see now, what is it?
マユリを置いてきた。
Damn, I left Mayuri behind. I knew she'd be a liability. I shouldn't have brought her along. I was trying to prioritize her safety, but got careless. I'll try calling her first. If she's alright, then I can just have her meet me here. With that thought in mind, I take out my phone, I turn it on. And it rings just as I do.
メールか？
An email? It's not just a regular email, there's a video attached, and it's from an unknown address. I open the video file with some trepidation. Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling. There's nothing but noise. Is this a prank? Or some sort of Makise Kurisu style attack? Maybe the noise is some sort of make people go crazy frequency. No wait, I don't remember giving her my mail address, so I'm probably just thinking too hard. I curse myself for being gullible enough to play the video. I have more pressing matters to deal with anyway. I stop the video and call Mayuri's phone from my address book.
Mayuri, なぜ出ない?
Damn it, Mayuri, why won't you pick up? Looks like I'll have to go back to the assembly hall. But things will get messy if I bump heads with Makise Kurisu again. Wait, don't tell me. Did that femme fatale...
Mayuri をさらったな.
Wait, don't tell me. Did that femme fatale kidnap Mayuri?
おのれ、それが機関のやり方か.
Is she gonna answer the phone while I'm having this freak out? Damn you, is that how the organization operates? Leaving without Mayuri isn't an option. Call me overprotective, but she's like a little sister to me, and there's a very real danger that she might wander off somewhere the moment I let her out of my sight. Mayuri has always been like that. I never know if she'll be there when I turn to look. In a sense, that's why I became Puin Kyoma. I have to go back for her. The thought of climbing back up to the 8th floor is depressing, but I have no choice. When I get back to the assembly hall, Dr. Nakabachi's conference has just finished. Nobody's on stage, and the phony inventor has already left. The 20 or so members of the audience are starting to pack up. I soon find Mayuri. She's in the corner, looking lost. Well, at least she wasn't kidnapped. Even better, I don't see Makise Kurisu anywhere.
あの女、俺におじけついたか?
Looks like I scared her off.
よかろう。今日のところは見逃してやるとしよう。
So be it. I'll let her go this time. Still, I keep my eyes peeled as I run up to Mayuri.
Mayuri, なぜ電話に出ない? そろそろ帰るぞ。
Mayuri, why didn't you pick up? We're leaving.
あ、おかり。メタルウーパがいなくなっちゃった。
Look at it. My metal Upa ran away. She turns to me with a forlorn expression.
いなくなった? 勝手に動き出したのか? それは実にファンタジーだな。
Ran away? What? It's alive? That's a little hard to believe.
落としたみたい。
I think I dropped it. I see, so she was looking for it. Not like it really matters.
見つからないなら諦めろ。また当てればいい。
Forget about it. You can always get another one.
当たりっこないよ。だってね、メタルウーパはネットオークションで1万円近いプレミアがついてるんだよ。
No way. Metal Upas sell upwards of 10,000 yen online, you know? Wait, what? That toy was worth that much?
マユリよ、一体どこで落としたのだ?
Think, Mayuri. Where did you drop it?
わかんないから探してるんだよ。あと見つけても売らないからね。
I don't know. That's why I'm looking. And even if we find it, you can't sell it, okay?
その1万円、この俺の研究資金にしてやる。
That 10,000 yen will fund my research.
だから売らないってば。マユシーの名前書いちゃったし。
I said you can't sell it. It even has Mayushi's name on it. Thus begins our search for the metal Upa.
トゥットゥルー。ウーパさん、ウーパさん、出ておいで。
Do-do-do. Upa, Upa, come out, wherever you are. Mayuri tries calling its name. I don't know if she truly expects a response. By the way, toot-do-do is Mayuri's catchphrase. It means... Actually, I never bothered to ask what it means. Anyway, the metal Upa is nowhere to be found. Maybe she didn't drop it in the assembly hall, but on the 7th floor landing near the capsule toy machines. Another possibility is that someone with an eye for rare items pilfered it. Just imagine the smug grin on the person's face Just imagining the smug grin on that person's face makes me writhe in envy.
おのれ、金にしか興味のない下劣なやつめ。恥を知れ。
What kind of man steals a helpless girl's toy? Is there nothing in his heart but the lust for money? Sounds like you woke it in. Whoa, wasn't expecting that from Mayuri. Hell, you cool cats. Thank you so much for being a part of this new Let's Play. I do want to shout out my subscribers on Twitch and also on Patreon. Right here you can see all the Patreon names, but I want to also thank the newest sub who signed up, which is Decimus5. I hopefully said that right. Thank you guys so much, and now enjoy the codex as the outro. Bye-bye! Alright guys, I don't know what happened when I was trying to click around in here and read these, but I ended up like accidentally reading them, and so like making the game think I read them, I mean. So we'll just have to click through these and read them via the list. So the first one we have is Capsule Toy. I'm guessing, why does it say otaku? Is that like who put this entry in? A vending machine that dispenses small toys at random. One cannot tell what the toy is before opening the capsule. I have no idea why the game needed to explain a capsule toy to me. Electromagnetic wave. Waves that exhibit properties of both electricity and magnetism, first formally postulated by Maxwell in 1864. The electric field and magnetic field's oscillations cause them to mutually propagate each other, resulting in a wave that radiates through its surroundings. This is why it's called electromagnetic radiation. EM waves are divided by frequency into radio waves, infrared light, visible light, and ultraviolet light, X-rays, and gamma rays. I'm sure that, like, if you don't have the strongest understanding of English, that was all gibberish, and even if you do have a grasp on English, if you did not already know this information, it's probably a little hard to just hear that being read to you and understand what it means. Okay, anything, oops, in the JL, oh, John Titor. A self-proclaimed time traveler from 2036 who appeared on an American internet message board in November of 2000. The internet went into an uproar, flooding the board with questions and debate. Titor posted pictures of his time machine and its control manual, as well as diagrams illustrating time machine mechanics. He also disclosed information on near-future events, time travel physics, history intervention, the multiverse, timelines, and world lines. And then 4 months after his appearance, he left a comment saying, "I will be leaving this world line shortly, and this will be my final post," and disappeared. Is that a real thing? This is me not knowing. MNOPR. Okay. Rainet Kakaru. Fictional. A popular manga serialized in Loco Comics. The 3rd season of the anime adaptation is currently airing on Toho TV. Though the series is ostensibly aimed at children, the realistic themes depicted also appeal to adults. More and more children are learning about the internet through this anime. It has reached the point where some scholars claim that the children are better informed than their parents with regards to internet issues. Some people are even calling this new generation Rainet children. Some politicians and organizations have strongly criticized the series for encouraging children to become hikokomori by idealizing boys and girls who are obsessed with computers. However, a majority of adults praise the series for teaching children about the possibilities of the internet morality, copyright infringement, and privacy protection. This has contributed to Rainet's success. Although the series stimulates intellectual curiosity, it is not merely an educational program. As Kakaru battles terrorists in cyberspace, his techniques and programs are represented as virtual robots, while his enemies' viruses take the form of monsters. Is this really pertinent to this game? We are really delving into this this fake world's fake anime. Okay, continuing. This makes the confrontations easy to visualize with timed perspective changes depicting both the protagonist's techniques inside the computer and his friends' teamwork outside the computer. I wonder if this just like parallels something that's gonna happen in the game or something. Well, whatever. We're gonna move out of that one. QRSTV. The organization. The organization is the organization, nothing more, nothing less. Its formal name is something else, but even uttering that name is a death wish. For that reason, all who know of its existence simply call it the organization. The name that describes one's true essence, the soul name. W. Symbol. There's only one thing in the symbol section. That's weird. Alright, so I've read those now. So hopefully everything's read and we can continue on with the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye!